say do that, do that. GG wop, who that, GG wop.
Hi! So I was listening to your song, the last song, and I remember there was a line in there that said like true love died in 96. Were you talking about,
about Tupac?
Yeah. You want to talk about maybe that line?
My line? Yeah, so in the last song I have a line, true love died in 96. I'm talking about Tupac. I just feel like when, as a woman, or as men too, people, we all have kind of like our celebrity crushes or that one person that you think, we should have been together. And I always think, no guy will ever be like, Tupac, who could have been my husband? And that's why I said that in the last song, like true love died in 96, because he could have been my true love.
So what does the song Baby Don't Cry mean to you?
Baby Don't Cry, that's the song that made me really take an interest in rap music. When I heard Baby Don't Cry, it was melodic and teenage girls like that, but it had a story, and it was a story about a young girl, so it just caught my ear. It was catchy and it had a meaning. It was about a young girl, I was a young girl, and it made me look into Tupac and outlaws and rap.
So what would you say maybe your first hip-hop experience was?
My first hip-hop experience? Probably listening to Beastie Boys, really. My father, he used to be a really big Beastie Boys fan, and I used to watch videos on Rage. Those were the first rap videos I remember with Beastie Boys.
Do you remember any song in particular, or video in particular, that you watched with your dad?
Yeah, I do. I don't know what the song's called. Is it called Intergalactic, where it's got a robot?
Right.
That was the song that I loved. I loved Intergalactic with the robot, the Beastie Boys video where it's coming through the city like crushing shit, and I used to be a kid and I'd just be like Intergalactic and want to do it and think it was fucking awesome, amazing. I loved that Beastie Boys song.
Can you tell me about your tattoos? Because you're waving your hands around like, what is this beautiful thing right here?
This tattoo is it's a cartoon. I love cartoons. I love comic art. So this is a cartoon of Venus. From the Botticelli painting Birth of Venus, where she's born in a seashell. It's like a portrait, Disney portrait.
To that piece?
I just love Botticelli. I love the way that he drew everything. I love that everything was so like 2D and flat. But I like that about it. I like that the way he paints is so flat. And I like Greek mythology. I like mythology, and I like what Venus represents as a woman and the whole thing. But I think Botticelli, low-key, he had great line work, or her hair, not necessarily on my arm, but in the Birth of Venus painting, if you ever go and see it, the line work in the hair, I'm obsessed with line work, hair and lips and this sort of thing. I really like, and I like the way he does women. He paints them so soft and innocent, and that's why I kind of did this a bit Disney style, because I feel like they always make women look so innocent too, and I just like the juxtaposition of a woman being drawn so innocent, but then she's like the epitome of like this sexual goddess Venus thing, and I like that. My side have the words "Trust Your Struggle." I got this on the Sunset Strip in LA. I saw it on a mural. It was on it said "Pain breeds strength. Trust your struggle." I was having a bad day. Sometimes I get impromptu tattoos, and I went with my friend, a guy Roosevelt, who's a producer now, but at the time we were both no one. I was like, I'm gonna go get that tattooed on me, and he's like, no you won't, no you won't. And I was like, yes, I am, and we're gonna get bacon hot dogs. And we went to the Strip and we ate bacon hot dogs, and we walked to a tattoo parlor, and I got this tattoo. That's where it's from, and I actually don't regret it. I had another tattoo underneath this that I did, impromptu like that too. I really regret it. It was Ugly Flower, but it's gone now.
There's a beautiful Venus.
Yeah, there's a beautiful Venus now, so I've learned my lesson.
I heard fingers go way fast.
They do, yeah.
So how long will that last?
Well, I've had these fingers say the new classic. I've had them touched up 3 times. I've had them since 2011. I've had them touched up 3 times. They've lasted, it's been about a year since I got these ones touched up. This one I kind of had touched up. Got a bit of extra put on it. Oddly enough, I think it's like Karma or something. It just never faded. I've only got this 1 time. This I've had 3 times. This I've had once. It never faded.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm left-handed, and it's so weird because the X in this, I've had to get touched up 3 times to get the X to stay, but the actual 3 tattoos, never been touched. Perfect. X, gotta get that X all the time. There we go.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah, it's weird, right? I don't know what's with the universe and doing that to me. It's like,
Ziggy is. What you got? Small money, then I'll be better off without you. In no time, I'll be forgetting all about you. You saying that you know, but I really,
Thank you
really
so
don't.
much. This has been amazing. I don't want your shoulders to get something.
I know that already, Summer, because I was at the pool in Vegas on the weekend.
Oh. You
Not that
need
bad,
to put
but-
like shoulder pads of SPF on you though.
Well, I have sunscreen on me right now, that's why I'm so shiny. But
Man, it looks like it hurts.
yeah, I got sunburn. I was at the pool for like 10 hours.
What were you doing? Just taking a nap? Listening to music, riding?
Well, since I finished my album, we just like went to Vegas to sit by the pool
And
and
relax.
yeah, and gamble a bit. And
Wait, do you gamble? Do you play poker?
no, I don't know how to play poker. I'm trying to learn. But we were playing. Have you heard of Casino War?
No.
It's really easy to play, and you can win really good on it. It's where it's at a table, and she'll deal you. Basically, you just put a bet down. She deals your card. She deals her card. If my number's higher, she doubles my bet. If it's lower, she takes my bet. If we have the same number, then I've got to double my bet, and we go to war. She'll deal 3 more cards. Whoever's got higher, all up
That
with
one
3
seems
cards.
way
win.
more up to luck though.
Well,
How do you
kind
get
of,
your-
but
yeah.
not really,
How
because
so?
not that you can count cards, but you can, as long as you play small bets. If I bet like $5, I'm losing my $5. That's fine. But once I know I've seen her go through the aces,
Okay.
then I can bet. I know that if I get a big card before she pulls out her card, I'm going to bet high because I know she's gone through all her high numbers and I can probably win. So if you bet small and you lose a lot of them, but then you bet like 500, you'll probably win back on it. But it gets hard if you play Casino War.
Did you
and
get
you're-
one good one?
Well, I was winning and then I started losing because I stopped paying attention to the cards. I was talking to my friend, I lost. But my friend, he won like about $2,500 on Casino War. But the trick is when you play Casino War is you got to play with only like you or another 2 people at the table, because when there's that many people getting dealt to, it's hard to keep track
Of all the
of what cards have come out of the thing before at the end of the deck. But Casino War is a good one to make your money
Dude,
back
you
on.
need to learn poker. I'm like poker
know,
fiend.
I really do.
Dude, poker is the thing. One weekend, learn poker, go to Vegas, and just
Make a
sit at a
come up.
table for 6 hours.
And that's the thing too.
Get there
You
early.
have to be able to have the money and the time to make a come up. Otherwise, you'll always lose. That's why house always wins.
What if I'm a material girl? You can't blame me. I live in a material world. It's crazy. The mushy should be making me earl. Big baby, I know you wanna taste of the pearl.
One second, I'm like nervous. Okay, Amethyst Amelia Kelly, okay? Can you tell me like what your mom was like and what your name meant, and then how you transformed into Iggy Azalea? Yeah.
My name is Amethyst Amelia Kelly. My sister's name is Emerald, actually. Emerald Matilda Kelly and Amethyst Amelia Kelly. And my mother, she had me when she was 18, and she was kind of a bit of an alternative thinker. So is my father still to this day. She moved to a town called Mullumbimby, which is kind of alternative, and she likes crystals and she believes in chakras and this sort of shit. That's my mom. She has black curly hair, and she's like dressed me in hemp clothing as a baby. It annoys me. I can't show people my baby pictures because I'm like, I look like a boy. Why am I dressed so ugly? Why couldn't you have dressed me cute, mom? In tie-dye and all that shit. That's my mom. I'm called Amethyst. My sister's named Emerald. She's a bit alternative. But she's changed now. Now she's more of a businesswoman, and she comes over to America and she shops at J. Crew. And it's like, who is this person? But she's still cool. She's cool. And me being so close to her, I just feel like that name carries a lot of memories for me as a kid, and that part of my life, and it's so special to me that I just didn't want to use it as my rap name. I felt like it was really, really special, and those memories and what it means to me, those are some great memories of my life, of being a kid or having my mum say, I enjoy that. I enjoy thinking about that, and I don't want to Iggy Azalea as an artist, those are Iggy and Azalea, those two words have special meaning to me too, but
What are those?
I just, one is my dog and one is the street that my mother lives on. So it reminds me of home, Azalea Street, all the streets of flowers. It just reminds me of home. My dog, I like my dog because he was supposed to die like 1,000,000 times, and he just never died, and he like got stolen 3 times, like going back, and he was like, just looked fucking awful, had scars all over him, like lost his fur, grew back, we put him on a diet, like wouldn't fucking die, just was crazy. And it was like, you are not supposed to keep going, but you keep going, and you have like this crazy animal perseverance. And so I liked the name Iggy because to me, even though it was a dog, I kind of admired this dog, that it could have perseverance or almost be like an underdog, and it just kept like coming back. It was just a fighter, and I felt like if I could have any quality of like this fucking dog, I would want that quality. That's a cool quality to have perseverance and be stubborn almost in your perseverance. And so that's why I chose my dog to be named after as a rap name. It still means something to me, and there's something about this animal that I liked that was close to me, but I just didn't want my name because I don't want new memories associated with that name. And when I think about the name Iggy Azalea or what it means, there are some amazing memories attached to it. And I think Iggy Azalea, not to talk about myself in the third person, but that name, I think that name and the things that are associated with it cumulatively have inspired a lot of people. And so it's a lot of great things associated with a name, but you always have other things too, or people dragging that name through the mud, and I don't want those memories attached to the name that's special to me from when I was a child and thinking about those. I just want that to remain kind of untainted almost, and I don't want that to belong to the world. Iggy Azalea can belong to the world, but I still need something for me, and to me, Amethyst Amelia Kelly, my name that I love, that belongs to me, and that belongs to my mother, and she still deserves to have something that she doesn't have to share with everybody, and I think it should be the name that she gave me.
I'm already in love with myself. Fuck